I'm gon' ride, we gon' ride, who gon' slide, we gon' slide, they my guys, they my slimes.
Clip up the ride out.
I'm gon' ride, we gon' ride, who gon' slide, we gon' slide, they my guys, they my slimes.
All out when we ride out.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Jake Paul. As you know, he has a fight coming up with Tyron Woodley, and he revealed his hit list. And so we're going to take a look at Jake Paul's hit list, and we're going to discuss what we think about it. So here's the hit list. As you can see, he has Tyron Woodley on the hit list. Then he has Canelo Alvarez on the hit list. Yo, bro, he has Canelo Alvarez on the hit list. Then he has Nick Diaz on the hit list. He has Kamaru Usman on the hit list. He has Tommy Fury on the hit list, but he wrote Timmy Fury. He has Conor McGregor on the hit list. He has Cass I on the hit list. He has Gervonta Davis on the hit list. And he has Logan Paul on the hit list. And he says, next up, Sunday, August 29th on Showtime pay-per-view is Tyron Woodley. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Trill Dollar Bill. What is your reaction to Jake Paul's hit list?
Except for three of them, I could see it. The Canelo one was hilarious. Yeah. He definitely want to lose something. He's like,
he talking about the hit list. That sounds like a death wish.
That's the bucket list.
For real, that death list. For real, he was like that Canelo. Woo, stay away from him. Even Tank. Even Tank. Why would he even put his brother up there? That's weird to me. But hey, the MMA fighters, you know what I'm saying? Hey, even Nick and Nate Diaz, I think that would be tough for them. You know what I'm saying? Because they like to throw their hands, you know. But at least that's, you know, cool since he likes to fight MMA fight. Just let him do that. I don't know, man. I don't pay him no mind. I think they're funny, but other than that, I don't take them serious. Maybe I should. If he beats like a legit boxer or something, I'll start taking him seriously. But until then, man, to me, it's just something for me to chuckle about.
All right, Conspiracy.
Yeah, to be honest with you, the only name on that list, I'm like, I definitely want to see that fight. Actually, I'm lying, yeah. I'll say two. I would want to see Canelo fight Jake Paul just so he can.
I really would want to see that, man. Like, just see him getting.
Hey, man.
So they better have like an ambulance, like right there, beside
right there,
right
there.
There's a path to like.
Yo, his corner people with the EMT shirts on. You know what I'm saying? That should be his cornerman, you know, but
actually, you know what? Forget the ambulance. They won't get there in time. They need the people backstage already. Everything set up.
They need to do it. They need to do it in the hospital parking lot. Let the rain go.
Nah, but to be honest with you, I actually do want to see Jake Paul versus Tank. And the reason why is because of the size, difference. Kind of like Logan Paul versus Mayweather. You know, it's like, yo, could he pull it off because of his size? So I think that would be interesting to see Jake Paul versus Tank. You know, like I think Tank will pull it off, man. You know what I mean? And that'll be really exciting. That'll be a huge payday for both gentlemen. So set it up. And honestly, that doesn't have to even be in Atlanta. That one could be in Vegas, and that'll probably sell out too. So yeah, man, that's the only fight I'm really interested in is Jake Paul. Oh, let me say this. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Jake Paul. Let me say it right.
All right, TBE. General Netables.
Jake Paul is a funny guy, man. But the funny thing was when he said Canelo, he's scared. And then keep going down Nick and Nate, whatever. But just like three fights I want to see on that. I want to see. I would love to see him and Canelo fight. That'd be make millions. That would be everybody will pay for that fight. YouTube, boxing fans to see this man get his behind whooped. Javante Tank. Oh, even on that picture, the link you said, the picture, Javante said he better leave me that alone. Because Tank know what he'll do. But Tank, if he give you the M's, go beat this boy's behind for the M's. Break his face. Because I don't know what G talking about. Tank gonna break this man's face.
Oh, I said that, bro. What are you talking about?
You said the size. You know, he wasn't sure. I'm sure Tank would break his face.
Nah, you didn't understand what I was saying. I was saying just like I knew Mayweather was gonna beat Logan, but the size difference was the intriguing part. That was the center point of the fight. Same thing with versus Tank.
Gotcha. And then finally, I wouldn't mind seeing Logan Paul versus Jake Paul. That'll be and I think that's entertaining just to see them go at it as like a
Wale his brother.
Who?
Jake Paul, Wale his brother.
Nah, you see, this is the argument here: Logan or Jake. Like now, you started saying Logan or Jake. I think Logan can take him. I think Logan can take him.
My money on Jake, man. My money on Jake.
Oh my goodness, bro! Like. For me, I don't understand this dude's logic. How you go from Canelo to Nate Diaz and all that? Like, if you fight Canelo in your mind and you beat Canelo, your next fight is Nate Diaz. You should do something else. Like your next fight should be like Charlo. Your next fight should be if you fight Canelo and you beat Canelo, then you are like that dude. So then you should be looking at like Caleb Plant and all those guys. You shouldn't be. So, I mean, I get it. Dream big. And he's dreaming very big. He's dreaming real big. Like, he's dreaming big. And shout out to him. There were some fights on that list that I think would be entertaining and intriguing. Like KSI. I think Jake Paul versus KSI would be a good fight to make. He beat Logan, and Jake is running around doing the stuff he's doing. So I think that would be a good fight to make. I honestly think I got to fight for Jake Paul. He should fight Muhammad Ali's grandson. That's a good fight for him because the way they're forcing this kid.
Holy battery in his back last night.
Oh my God! Like the way they're forcing, they put a picture of Muhammad Ali raising his hand in victory up, and put a picture of the kid. Like it's like this is uncanny. I'm like, no, it's not. Like for me, it's just like I can already see, huh?
He knocked out food, and they were acting.
Oh yeah. They brought that food in there. Yeah. The food knew it. Everyone knew it.
Had Flavor Flav about to pass out.
That's what I'm saying. Flavor Flav in there, just like I don't know. I'm not really here to speak about the kid.
The spectacle.
I'm gonna let the kid be. But just because someone's related to someone and all this, it's not even. This is like his grandson. Like we're not even talking about like his son. We're talking about his grandson. And just the way they're pushing this dude already, it just seems Jake Paul like almost. It's like I could just see they're gonna feed him a bunch of dudes like the dude they fed him last night. He's going, he's good enough to get those guys out of there. But if you really want to make a show of it, give that kid like 4 or 5 more of those tomato cans, and then make him fight Jake Paul.
4 or 5. I say 2 or 3. Get that fight out the way, man.
Well, I'm just saying, can you imagine Jake Paul versus Muhammad Ali's grandson?
Yeah, that's gonna be ridiculous.
So I kind of see like that being the ceiling for both of them, really. So I think that would be an interesting fight.
I agree with that. Yeah, that'd be fun.
All right, that's it for me, Dollar Bill.
Let us know how you feel.
Oh, wait a minute. So none of y'all want to see Jake Paul versus Mayweather? Word? All right.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like, Floyd, to me, he should have never fought Logan. The size, nobody's going to say anything. These dudes, they may be like not as talented, but they're big. They outweigh this dude by
And
like
that-
40 some more pounds.
And the only reason too with that fight, where like that guy wouldn't. If this was a regular fight, let's just put it out there. I know a lot of people hate Floyd and all this, but this was a real structured fight, and Logan Paul had the real heart of a fighter, and this was a real fight. The fight would have been stopped long time ago. The fight would have been stopped because he was holding. He would have been disqualified. But the fact of the matter, it was an exhibition match. It didn't count. You know what I'm saying? So he was just trying to survive. You know what I mean? I don't want to see Floyd in one of those fights again. I really don't. These kids, to me, I won't say they're making a mockery of the sport because they really are trying. They really are competing. It's just, I don't know.
And just to jump in on what you're saying, we all know the saying, and it's true. All heavyweights have power. And you're talking about Logan Paul's basically a heavyweight. And he has power. And Floyd Mayweather is like 150 pounds. So if you're Floyd, although like you could go for broke on this dude and stop him, there's still the possibility that a heavyweight is going to land a flush shot on you. Which like people don't want to accept this, but the reality is Logan Paul hitting Floyd Mayweather flush on the chin is more dangerous than a lot of professional elite welterweights punching him on the chin.
Exactly. Yeah.
So like you got to be real about this.
That's what I'm saying. It creates the intrigue because you're like, yo, if he lands on Mayweather, you know what I mean? Like that's crazy.
And that's what people got to understand. It's like you could throw Ned in the ring with Floyd Mayweather right now. And I'm telling you right now, if he gets hit by Ned's right hand, it's going to be harder than ever any punch he's ever been hit with in his entire professional career because of Ned's size and his weight and all that. So again, people can say whatever they want about the fight, but it's like this dude was in there with a heavyweight, and that's what's not registering with people. So, you know, and also if Floyd was a heavyweight, he would have knocked Logan Paul out a long time ago with all the flush shots he landed on him. The only reason Logan could take those punches is because Floyd was 150 pounds.
Mm-hmm. And Jake, you scared, yo. You didn't call out nobody in lightweight and up, yo. Nobody in your weight class. You called out all the smaller.
I got it. Jake Paul should fight Buatsi. You know what I'm saying? The prospect kid in the UK. That would be a good fight. They both,
bro. That'd be a murder, bro.
I know. That's what I want.
Buatsi can punch, dog. That'd be a murder, bro. That is not a good fight.
Jake Paul flatline. You know what I mean? Hey,
let us know how. Sure, I thought you was gonna say throw him in there with David Benavidez.
I wouldn't do that to Jake. Bad enough. You about to go into a funeral. I mean, you can't die twice now. You know what I mean? So.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe and check us out on Instagram and Twitter, and also check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bro.